Napoleon Hill reveals why you must take action now. Are you tired of feeling stuck, watching your goals slip away while you wait for the right moment? What if I told you that the key to success lies in one simple shift, taking immediate action? In this video, we'll uncover the shocking truth about procrastination, why it's sabotaging your potential, and how you can break free today. If you're ready to stop delaying your dreams and start living them, then keep watching. This could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Part 1. Introduction to the Power of Action. Napoleon Hill, in his groundbreaking work, emphasizes the monumental importance of action in the pursuit of success. In a world filled with distractions, temptations, and procrastination, the drive to take immediate, decisive action is the critical factor that separates successful individuals from those who remain stagnant in their goals. According to Hill, the human mind is incredibly powerful, capable of conceiving ideas and dreams that can become reality. But only if action is taken, he famously states, what the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. This profound statement reflects the essential truth that mere thoughts or wishes are insufficient for success. Without the drive to act, dreams remain nothing more than illusions. Action is the bridge between desire and achievement. It transforms abstract aspirations into concrete results. However, Hill also warns that simply thinking about an idea is not enough. One must not only believe in their dream, but also act upon it with purpose and vigor. The root of inaction. Procrastination is a natural human tendency that we all experience at some point. The reasons behind it are numerous, including fear, lack of confidence, and self-doubt. Hill identifies fear as one of the most paralyzing forces that prevent action. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of making mistakes can create a sense of paralysis. Inaction becomes a defense mechanism against the uncomfortable possibility of failure. However, Hill encourages us to acknowledge that fear is merely an illusion. It's a product of the mind. And once we conquer it, we are free to move forward. It is often in the face of fear that growth happens. Another major contributor to inaction is the overwhelming feeling that conditions need to be perfect before taking the first step. Hill argues against waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect environment, resources, or timing. Waiting for ideal circumstances only delays progress and feeds into the cycle of procrastination. The perfect moment often never arrives. Instead, successful individuals understand that starting, even with limited resources or imperfect conditions, is far better than waiting indefinitely. Hill stresses that action often creates momentum, and momentum leads to opportunities that weren't visible at the outset. The role of desire in action. Hill's philosophy centers around the idea that desire is the foundation of success. However, this desire must be combined with decisive action. He suggests that when a person desires something deeply enough, they will begin to find ways to make it happen. Desire is the fuel for action. Without it, there is no urgency, and without urgency, nothing substantial is ever achieved. Hill encourages his readers to identify a strong, clear desire, one that motivates them to take consistent action. But desire alone is not enough. One must cultivate persistence and an unwavering commitment to achieving their goal. For example, an individual might desire to start a business, but without the proactive steps of researching the market, planning, and eventually taking the plunge into entrepreneurship, the desire remains idle. Action becomes the physical manifestation of desire, turning an idea into a reality. The power of initiating small steps. One of the most powerful lessons in Hill's philosophy is the idea that even the smallest of actions can trigger a chain reaction of greater results. The law of momentum suggests that once an individual begins to act, no matter how small the action, momentum builds. Each small task completed adds to the sense of achievement and encourages further effort. The journey to success is made up of many small, incremental actions, each of which contributes to the ultimate goal. Starting with small steps not only makes the process less daunting, but also builds self-confidence. The more you act, the more you reinforce the belief that you are capable of achieving success. For example, rather than waiting for an ideal time to start a new fitness regimen, Hill suggests taking a small action, such as going for a short walk or simply stretching every morning, over time. These small actions build momentum, and the person soon finds themselves fully committed to a healthier lifestyle. This principle can be applied in all areas of life, from personal development to business ventures. A writer, for instance, who struggles to begin their book project can start by writing a single page each day. Eventually, these pages add up, and the book begins to take shape. Every page written is a step closer to the goal. The role of decision-making and action. In addition to desire and fear, the ability to make decisions plays a crucial role in initiating action. Hill highlights that successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly. Indecision, on the other hand, is a significant roadblock to success. The longer one hesitates, the more time is wasted and opportunities slip away. Hill's concept of definiteness of purpose suggests that one must know exactly what they want to achieve and take immediate action toward it. Making decisions quickly may seem daunting, especially for those who are risk-averse or fear making mistakes. However, Hill asserts that decisiveness in action is critical. Once a decision is made, the next step is to commit fully and take consistent, immediate action. This creates momentum and begins the process of transformation. Successful people are not afraid to make decisions. Instead, they understand that the ability to take action is a key determinant in their success. The power of belief in action. Belief plays an equally vital role in ensuring that action leads to success. Hill's principle of faith teaches that one must not only believe in their goals, but also believe that their actions will lead to results. Belief acts as the internal driver that pushes an individual to keep moving forward despite challenges. Hill suggests that the human mind is incredibly powerful, and by harnessing the power of belief, a person can increase their likelihood of success exponentially. This is why Hill advocates for surrounding oneself with positive influences and focusing on positive thoughts. The mindset of I can do it creates a fertile ground for action. If you believe in yourself, you are more likely to take the necessary steps to reach your goal. Without belief, however, action may feel hollow or unimportant, and without purpose, it can be difficult to maintain long-term motivation. Conclusion of Part 1: The Imperative of Action. In conclusion, Napoleon Hill's teachings emphasize that success is not a product of wishful thinking or idle dreaming. Success is rooted in immediate, decisive action. Hill's principles encourage us to recognize that the power of the mind is limited if it is not coupled with action. Procrastination, fear, and indecision are obstacles that must be confronted head-on through persistent, small steps fueled by desire, belief, and a definite purpose. Individuals can move closer to their ultimate goals. Action, not thought alone, is the cornerstone of personal and professional achievement. This part has outlined the critical importance of action in achieving success, as emphasized by Hill. Moving forward, the next sections will delve deeper into specific strategies for overcoming obstacles, maintaining focus, and continuing the journey toward success. Part 2: The Fear of Taking Action and How to Overcome It. One of the most significant barriers to taking action, as identified by Napoleon Hill, is fear. Fear, in all its forms, has the power to paralyze individuals, preventing them from pursuing their dreams and realizing their full potential. Hill explains that fear is the root cause of many forms of inaction and procrastination, and until it is confronted and managed, it will continue to hold us back. In this section, we will explore the different types of fear, how they manifest in our lives, and most importantly, how we can overcome them to take decisive, empowered action toward our goals. The nature of fear and its impact on action. Fear is a primal emotion, deeply rooted in our evolutionary biology. It served a vital purpose in the past, helping our ancestors stay alive by alerting them to potential dangers, such as predators or natural hazards. However, in the modern world, fear often arises in situations that are not life-threatening but can feel equally paralyzing. The fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of making mistakes, and even fear of success can all manifest in ways that prevent us from taking action, especially when pursuing new or ambitious endeavors. Hill points out that fear is often an illusion. It is a mental construct that exists only in our minds. In reality, many of the things we fear are not as dangerous as we perceive them to be. For example, the fear of failure may stem from an exaggerated belief that failure is something to be avoided at all costs. In truth, failure is often an essential part of the learning process, and it offers valuable lessons that can propel us toward future success. Fear, in this sense, becomes a form of self-sabotage, a barrier that keeps us stuck in our comfort zones and prevents us from reaching our true potential. The types of fear that hold us back. Hill identifies several key types of fear that prevent us from taking action. Understanding these fears is the first step in overcoming them. 1. The fear of failure. This is perhaps the most common fear people face when it comes to taking action. The fear of failing at something can be so overwhelming that it leads many to avoid starting altogether. Individuals may convince themselves that they are not capable of succeeding or that failure would be too painful to bear. However, Hill stresses that failure is not the end, but rather a stepping stone on the path to success. It is through failure that we learn, grow, and refine our approach. The successful people, Hill argues, are those who are not afraid to fail, but who instead view failure as an opportunity for improvement. 2. The fear of rejection. The fear of being judged or rejected by others can be debilitating. This fear often manifests when we put ourselves out there, whether in social situations, business endeavors, or creative pursuits. We may worry about how others will perceive us or whether they will accept our ideas, products, or services. However, Hill encourages us to recognize that rejection is a natural part of life and is not a reflection of our worth as individuals. In fact, rejection often opens the door to new opportunities and valuable feedback that can help us improve and ultimately succeed. 3. The fear of making mistakes. This fear is closely related to the fear of failure, but it often manifests as a desire for perfection. The fear of making mistakes can prevent individuals from taking the first step toward their goals. People may hold back because they want everything to be perfect from the outset, not realizing that perfection is an unrealistic standard. Hill teaches that making mistakes is an inevitable part of the process, and that progress is made through trial and error. Mistakes are not to be feared, but rather embraced as a necessary component of growth and success. The fear of success. This may sound paradoxical, but many people are subconsciously afraid of succeeding. This fear often stems from the belief that success will bring unwanted attention, responsibility, or pressure. Some individuals may feel unworthy of success or may fear that they will not be able to handle the demands that come with it. Hill argues that this fear, like all others, is rooted in limiting beliefs. To overcome this fear, one must recognize that success is not only attainable but also deserved. Success brings opportunities for growth, influence, and the ability to make a positive impact on the world. 5. The fear of the unknown. The fear of uncertainty and the unknown is another powerful force that can prevent people from taking action. Stepping into the unknown requires courage and faith in oneself. The future is unpredictable, and many individuals are hesitant to take risks because they fear what might happen. Hill emphasizes that the unknown is not something to fear, but something to embrace. It is where new possibilities lie, and it is often in stepping into uncertainty that we find the greatest rewards. Overcoming fear and taking action. While fear is a powerful force, Hill argues that it can be conquered with the right mindset and approach. In his teachings, he provides several strategies for overcoming fear and taking bold. Decisive action. 1. Reframe your mindset about failure. Hill teaches that the first step in overcoming the fear of failure is to change our perception of failure itself. Instead of seeing failure as a negative outcome to be avoided, we should view it as a necessary and valuable part of the journey. Failure teaches us lessons that success cannot, and it refines our strategies and resilience. Successful individuals are those who take risks, fail, and then use those failures as stepping stones to greater achievements. 2. Challenge negative beliefs. Fear is often rooted in limiting beliefs about our abilities and our potential. Hill suggests that we must challenge and replace these negative beliefs with positive, empowering thoughts. One way to do this is through positive affirmations and visualization. By repeating affirmations such as "I am capable of success" or "I learn from every experience," we begin to reprogram our minds to believe in our own potential. Visualization, where we mentally rehearse our success and see ourselves overcoming challenges, is another powerful tool for building confidence and dispelling fear. 3. Focus on the present moment. Fear often arises from thoughts about the future, especially when we focus on worst-case scenarios. Hill advocates for staying focused on the present moment and taking action now, rather than worrying about what might happen down the road. By breaking down large tasks into smaller, manageable steps and focusing only on the next action, we reduce the overwhelming feeling that fear often creates. The key is to take immediate, focused action in the present, which leads to progress and helps diminish fear. 4. Build confidence through small wins. Overcoming fear is a gradual process, and it starts with small wins. By setting and achieving small goals, we build confidence in our abilities and develop the courage to tackle bigger challenges. Hill recommends taking one step at a time and celebrating each victory along the way. These small wins provide momentum, reinforcing the belief that we are capable of handling whatever comes our way. 5. Surround yourself with positive influences. One of the most effective ways to overcome fear is to surround ourselves with individuals who support and encourage us. Hill emphasizes the power of the Mastermind Principle, a group of like-minded, positive individuals who work together to achieve mutual goals. When we are part of a supportive network, we are less likely to succumb to fear and more likely to take bold action. 6. Take immediate action. Ultimately, the best way to overcome fear is to take action in spite of it. Hill advises that we should not wait for fear to dissipate before taking action. Instead, we must act while feeling fear, acknowledging it but not allowing it to dictate our behavior. By taking action immediately, we build momentum, and fear begins to lose its power over us. Action is the antidote to fear. Conclusion of Part 2. Fear is an illusion. In conclusion, fear is one of the most significant obstacles that prevent people from taking action and achieving success. However, as Napoleon Hill teaches, fear is an illusion. It is a mental construct that can be overcome with the right mindset and strategies. By reframing our beliefs about failure, challenging negative thoughts, staying focused on the present moment, and taking small, immediate actions, we can conquer fear and move forward with confidence. The most successful individuals are those who are not paralyzed by fear, but who take bold action despite it, learning and growing with every step they take. As we move forward in the next sections, we will explore the role of decision-making, persistence, and other essential principles that will help us overcome obstacles and continue on our path to success. Part 3, the power of decision. The act of decision-making is one of the most transformative abilities that any individual can develop, especially when it comes to taking action toward personal success. As Napoleon Hill teaches in his seminal work, Think and Grow Rich, the ability to make decisions quickly and with conviction is a crucial characteristic of successful individuals. In fact, Hill claims that indecision is a major stumbling block for many, preventing them from taking consistent and effective action. The central theme of this section is to explore how decision-making plays a pivotal role in creating momentum and driving success. The role of decision-making in success. According to Hill, successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly, while unsuccessful people make decisions slowly and change them quickly. This simple yet profound principle forms the foundation of one of the most critical factors in achieving success: decisiveness. The ability to make clear and timely decisions is often the difference between moving forward and remaining stuck in a state of inaction. Indecision, Hill argues, creates confusion and stalls progress. When individuals are unsure of what they want or hesitate to commit to a course of action, they inadvertently delay their own success. Indecision creates mental clutter, and the longer one stays in a state of indecision, the more difficult it becomes to take action. Successful individuals, on the other hand, develop the habit of making decisions swiftly and resolutely, trusting in their ability to adapt as circumstances change. Decision-making is therefore an essential component of creating forward momentum It is not enough to simply think about what one wants to achieve. One must make a decision to pursue it and then commit to taking the necessary steps. A decision, in this sense, acts as a catalyst that propels an individual toward action. The power of a definite major purpose. One of Hill's core teachings revolves around the concept of a definite major purpose. This is the idea that success can only be achieved when an individual has a clear, specific, and focused goal, something they are determined to achieve no matter what obstacles may arise. The process of identifying and deciding on a definite major purpose is a key factor in overcoming indecision and creating the drive necessary to take action. The definite major purpose provides a roadmap for success. It serves as a guiding star, offering direction and focus to one's efforts. When a person has a clear goal in mind, it becomes easier to make decisions. As each decision is weighed against this central purpose, the more definite and clear the goal, the easier it becomes to determine which actions align with that goal and which do not. Hill emphasizes that one's definite major purpose must be backed by a burning desire, a deep emotional commitment to achieving it. Desire is the fuel that powers decision-making. When an individual desires something intensely, the decisions they make will naturally align with that desire, and the actions they take will be deliberate and purposeful. This desire acts as a compass, ensuring that the decisions made are always in service of the goal. The importance of making prompt decisions. Hill's assertion that successful people make decisions quickly stems from the understanding that taking immediate action is essential to moving forward. When a decision is made, the next step is to act on it. Hesitation leads to stagnation, and the longer an individual delays their decision, the more likely they are to lose opportunities. In the business world, for example, successful entrepreneurs often make decisions rapidly when faced with new opportunities or challenges. While it is important to gather information and assess risks, Hill warns against overanalyzing or waiting for the perfect time to make a move. The perfect time rarely arrives. Instead, successful individuals are those who make quick decisions, trusting that they can adjust and course correct along the way. Quick decision-making creates momentum. Once a decision is made and action is taken, the individual gains clarity, and new opportunities begin to emerge. When decisions are delayed or avoided, opportunities slip away, and the path to success becomes obscured by uncertainty and doubt. The dangers of procrastination and the impact of indecision. Procrastination is a direct result of indecision. When people are unable or unwilling to make decisions, they delay taking any action. This habit of procrastination, Hill argues, is one of the biggest reasons why many people fail to achieve their goals. Procrastination is often driven by fear of making the wrong decision, fear of failure, or fear of the unknown. However, Hill reminds us that indecision and procrastination are far more harmful than making a wrong decision and learning from it. The act of procrastinating deprives individuals of the opportunity to learn, grow, and adapt. The fear of making the wrong decision often leads to a paralyzing inaction, which, in turn, prevents progress. In reality, taking action, even imperfect action, is better than taking no action at all. Hill encourages individuals to adopt the mindset that making mistakes is part of the journey, and that each misstep is an opportunity to course correct and improve. Indecision also leads to wasted time. The longer an individual delays making a decision, the more time is lost. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have, and once it is lost, it cannot be regained. Therefore, making timely decisions becomes essential to achieving success in the shortest time possible. Successful individuals understand that time is of the essence, and that every moment spent hesitating is a moment wasted. The role of commitment in decision-making. A key element of effective decision-making is commitment. Once a decision has been made, it is important to fully commit to it, regardless of the challenges or obstacles that may arise. Commitment means following through on the decision. Even when the initial enthusiasm wanes or when faced with difficulties, successful individuals are those who demonstrate unwavering commitment to their decisions and goals. Commitment is what separates those who succeed from those who fail. When an individual commits to a decision, they are signaling to themselves and others that they are willing to put in the effort required to achieve their goal. Commitment involves consistency, resilience, and the willingness to persevere through setbacks and challenges. Without commitment, even the best decisions can falter. Commitment provides the drive and determination needed to continue moving forward, even when the going gets tough. One of the most powerful aspects of commitment is its ability to inspire confidence. When others see that you are fully committed to your decisions and goals, they are more likely to support you and trust in your abilities. This external validation can serve as additional motivation, reinforcing your resolve and commitment to achieving success. The influence of habit on decision-making. Another crucial aspect of decision-making is the role of habit. Hill suggests that successful individuals develop the habit of making decisions quickly and with confidence. Like any other skill, decision-making can be cultivated through consistent practice. The more frequently a person practices making decisions, whether in their personal or professional life, the more natural it becomes. By making decisions quickly and committing to them, individuals develop a sense of certainty and self-trust. This self-trust becomes a powerful force, enabling them to make even more significant decisions with greater ease. Over time, this habit of decision-making becomes ingrained, and the individual becomes more decisive and confident in their actions. Hill emphasizes that the habit of making decisions is not just about speed, it is about consistency. Successful people do not hesitate when it comes to making decisions because they have developed the habit of doing so. This habit becomes second nature and allows them to navigate challenges and opportunities with a clear sense of purpose. The connection between decision-making and success. Ultimately, the ability to make decisions quickly and with confidence is inextricably linked to success. Without the habit of decision-making, individuals remain stuck in a cycle of indecision and inaction. They are unable to move forward, and as a result, their goals remain distant and unachievable. On the other hand, those who embrace the power of decision-making are able to take action, build momentum, and achieve their goals. By committing to their decisions and following through with action, they create a path to success. Decision-making, as Hill teaches, is not just about choosing the right course of action. It is about having the courage and confidence to take the necessary steps toward your desired outcome. In conclusion, decision-making is one of the most powerful tools an individual can wield in the pursuit of success. Through swift, confident decisions, one creates the momentum necessary to achieve their goals. Successful individuals understand that the key to success lies not in waiting for the perfect moment, but in making decisions quickly and committing to them wholeheartedly. As we move forward, we will explore the next elements of success, such as persistence, and how these principles reinforce the power of decision-making. Part 4. Creating a definite major purpose. One of the most fundamental principles in Napoleon Hill's philosophy is the concept of a definite major purpose, DMP. Hill argues that success cannot be achieved without a clear, focused, and compelling goal. This principle is the bedrock upon which all other aspects of success are built. Having a definite major purpose is like having a roadmap that guides every decision and action. It acts as the compass that ensures the individual stays on course, regardless of obstacles or challenges. In this part, we will explore the importance of creating a definite major purpose, how to define it, and how it can be leveraged to create success in life. The power of a definite major purpose. A definite major purpose is more than just a vague aspiration or an abstract goal. It is a specific, clearly defined objective that serves as the focal point of one's efforts. Without a DMP, individuals often flounder in a sea of uncertainty, directionless and easily distracted by the myriad of opportunities and challenges that life presents. Hill suggests that without a clear purpose, people are more likely to get sidetracked by trivial pursuits, never fully committing to anything long enough to achieve lasting success. The power of a definite major purpose lies in its ability to focus and direct energy. It provides clarity, structure, and motivation. When an individual has a clear and specific goal, Their actions become more purposeful. Every decision, every task, and every action taken is measured against the DMP. This clear purpose serves as a filter, allowing only those actions that align with the goal to be pursued, while others are discarded. A definite major purpose is not merely a wish or a desire, it is a conviction. It is something that an individual believes in deeply and is willing to commit to wholeheartedly. Hill teaches that when one has a DMP, they must fully embrace it with passion, intensity, and unwavering belief. Only then can success be achieved. How to define a definite major purpose? Creating a definite major purpose requires introspection, self-awareness, and clarity. Hill outlines a specific process for defining one's DMP, and it begins with a deep understanding of one's true desires. The first step is to ask yourself what you truly want. This question is deceptively simple, yet it requires deep reflection. Many people struggle to answer this question because they have never taken the time to clearly articulate their desires. Often, individuals may have a vague sense of what they want, but without a concrete and specific goal, they lack the focus required to achieve it. Hill suggests that one must think in terms of specific outcomes rather than abstract desires. For example, instead of stating, "I want to be successful," one might say, "I want to become the CEO of a Fortune 500 company within the next 5 years." The more specific and measurable the goal, the clearer the path toward achievement becomes. Once the goal is defined, it is essential to put it in writing. Hill stresses that writing down your definite major purpose is a crucial step in solidifying your commitment. By writing down the goal, you are not only clarifying it in your mind, but also making a public declaration of your intent. This act of writing makes the goal tangible, moving it from the realm of ideas into the realm of action. Hill recommends that individuals write their DMP as though they have already achieved it, using present tense language and vivid detail to bring it to life. Next, Hill encourages individuals to read their definite major purpose aloud every day. This practice, along with the visualization, helps to reinforce the goal and create a sense of ownership over it. By reading it aloud daily, you remind yourself of your commitment and reinforce your belief that you can and will achieve it. Over time, this repetition solidifies the goal in the subconscious mind, programming it to take action toward its fulfillment. The role of desire in achieving your DMP. Hill emphasizes that a definite major purpose must be backed by a burning desire. Desire, according to Hill, is the fuel that drives action. Without desire, a goal becomes nothing more than a wish. Desire is what transforms a goal into something worth pursuing with passion and perseverance. It is the fire that ignites the individual to take action. Even in the face of adversity, the intensity of your desire will directly affect the level of effort you put forth toward achieving your DMP. If the desire is strong enough, it will overcome any obstacle. Hill asserts that the more intense and focused the desire, the more power it will give you to succeed. In fact, Hill believes that a definite major purpose without intense desire is doomed to failure. Desire is the force that keeps you going when the going gets tough. It provides the emotional energy needed to push through setbacks, doubts, and distractions. Hill also notes that a powerful desire for success must be paired with belief in one's own ability to achieve it. This belief creates a mental environment conducive to success. Without belief, even the most intense desire will falter. Belief acts as the bridge between desire and action, helping to transform the emotional energy of desire into tangible results. How a definite major purpose leads to success. Having a definite major purpose helps to focus all of one's energy toward a specific outcome. It acts as a guide, ensuring that every action taken is aligned with the end goal. Hill teaches that success is not the result of random actions or luck, but rather the outcome of deliberate and purposeful effort. Every decision, every task, and every challenge should be evaluated in light of the definite major purpose. If an action moves you closer to your goal, it is worth pursuing. If it does not, it should be discarded. A definite major purpose also cultivates persistence. Hill stresses that persistence is essential to achieving success. When you have a clear purpose, you are more likely to stay committed to it, even when faced with setbacks or difficulties. The power of a definite major purpose is that it provides the motivation to keep going, even when the journey becomes challenging. Hill provides the example of Thomas Edison, who, despite experiencing numerous failures, remained persistent in his pursuit of inventing the electric light bulb. Edison's success was not due to superior intelligence or luck, but rather his unwavering commitment to his definite major purpose. His desire to succeed in this venture was so strong that it kept him going through failure after failure, until he finally achieved his goal. Edison's story is a prime example of how having a definite major purpose, backed by intense desire and persistence, can lead to monumental success. The influence of a definite major purpose on decision-making. A definite major purpose also simplifies decision-making. When you have a clear goal, it becomes easier to make decisions because you know exactly what actions are in alignment with your purpose. Hill explains that successful individuals make decisions quickly because they have a clear sense of direction. Every decision is made with the understanding that it will bring them closer to their goal. If a decision does not align with their definite major purpose, they do not waste time on it. In contrast, individuals without a clear purpose often struggle with indecision. Without a clear sense of direction, they are more likely to be distracted by fleeting opportunities or irrelevant concerns. This lack of focus leads to wasted time and energy. A definite major purpose eliminates this confusion by providing a roadmap for decision-making. The importance of defining your own purpose. Hill makes it clear that your definite major purpose must be personally meaningful. It should be something that resonates deeply with your values, passions, and aspirations. A goal that is externally imposed or that does not align with your true desires will lack the emotional intensity needed to drive you forward. A clear and personally meaningful definite major purpose provides a sense of purpose and fulfillment. It becomes something to strive toward, a reason to get up each day and take action. Without it, individuals often feel lost or directionless, unsure of where to focus their efforts. Hill argues that success is not about accumulating wealth or accolades for the sake of it, but about achieving a goal that gives one's life meaning and significance. Conclusion: the DMP as the key to focused action. In summary, the definite major purpose is a cornerstone of success. It provides clarity, focus, and direction. It transforms vague aspirations into specific, measurable goals and guides every decision and action taken. By creating a clear, specific goal and committing to it with desire, belief, and persistence, individuals can unlock their full potential and achieve extraordinary success. Hill teaches that success is not random, but the result of deliberate, purposeful action toward a clearly defined purpose. With a definite major purpose, the path to success becomes clear, and every step taken moves you closer to your desired outcome. As we move forward, we will explore how persistence, belief, and other essential principles work together with the definite major purpose to drive success. The next section will delve deeper into the role of persistence in achieving long-term goals and overcoming obstacles. Part 5. The importance of persistence. Persistence is one of the most critical qualities that contribute to long-term success. It is the ability to keep moving forward, even when faced with adversity, setbacks, or failure. Napoleon Hill, in his timeless classic Think and Grow Rich, emphasized the essential role of persistence in achieving one's definite major purpose, DMP. Persistence is not merely about working hard or pushing through difficulties, but about maintaining a clear, unwavering commitment to your goal, regardless of the challenges that arise. In this section, we will explore the concept of persistence, its significance, the factors that contribute to it, and how it can be developed and nurtured. Defining persistence. Persistence, as Hill defines it, is the sustained effort required to achieve a desired outcome, especially when faced with difficulties and obstacles. It is not a temporary burst of energy or enthusiasm, but a long-term, consistent drive that enables an individual to keep moving forward. Even when the path is difficult, Hill suggests that most people fail because they give up too soon. They may start with enthusiasm, but as challenges arise, their resolve weakens and they abandon their efforts. In contrast, those who persist, who keep going despite setbacks, are the ones who ultimately achieve their goals. Persistence is often what separates successful individuals from those who never quite reach their potential. While talent, intelligence, and luck can contribute to success, it is persistence that enables an individual to keep working toward their goal over time, without losing faith in their ability to achieve it. Hill argues that persistence is the true key to success, because it is only by continually pressing forward, regardless of the obstacles, that lasting success can be achieved. The role of persistence in achieving success. Hill's philosophy asserts that persistence is indispensable when it comes to achieving one's definite major purpose, DMP. No goal worth achieving is attained without encountering obstacles, and it is the individual's persistence in overcoming these obstacles that determines the ultimate success. Many individuals fail not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they give up when they encounter the first signs of adversity, whether it's a business venture, a personal development goal, or a creative project. The path to success is often riddled with setbacks. However, it is precisely these challenges that provide the opportunity for growth and development. Hill provides numerous examples of individuals who achieve great success not because of their innate talents, but because of their persistence. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously failed thousands of times before achieving success. However, he never allowed his failures to deter him. When asked about his many failures, Edison responded by saying that he didn't fail, but rather found thousands of ways that didn't work. His persistence in the face of repeated failure eventually led to one of the most significant inventions in modern history. Similarly, Hill highlights the story of Henry Ford, who faced numerous difficulties while trying to create the first mass-production automobile. Ford's persistence and refusal to quit, despite financial setbacks, technical challenges, and public skepticism, led to the eventual success of the Ford Motor Company. These examples demonstrate that persistence is not merely about enduring, it is about learning from mistakes, making adjustments, and continuing to move forward despite adversity. The relationship between persistence and desire. One of the key elements that fuels persistence is desire. As Hill argues in his book, a strong, burning desire for success is essential to maintaining persistence. Without desire, it is nearly impossible to persist through the challenges that will inevitably arise. Desire is the emotional energy that pushes an individual to continue working toward their goal, even when things seem impossible. Without this inner drive, persistence would be impossible to sustain. Hill suggests that the strength of one's desire directly correlates with their ability to persist. When an individual is deeply passionate about their goal, when they truly want to achieve something, they are more likely to remain committed to it, even when faced with obstacles. The desire to succeed becomes the emotional fuel that powers the individual through difficult times, giving them the resilience to stay the course. Moreover, persistence does not come from sheer willpower alone. The emotional commitment to a goal, the burning desire to achieve it, serves as the foundation for maintaining persistence. It is the connection between the individual's core desires and their actions that keeps them moving forward. This powerful internal force is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who falter at the first sign of difficulty. The role of definite major purpose, DMP, and persistence. A clear and defined goal, a definite major purpose, is essential for persistence. Without a clear sense of direction, it becomes much harder to stay committed. When the goal is defined and specific, it provides a sense of purpose and meaning to every action. Each step taken is seen as a step toward the ultimate objective. Hill argues that persistence is easier when the goal is well defined because it becomes a guiding force that helps individuals navigate through the inevitable challenges. When individuals lack a definite major purpose, they may struggle with persistence because they do not have a clear sense of where they are going. This can lead to distractions, wavering commitment, and a lack of focus. A clear, definite goal, however, acts as a constant reminder of what the individual is striving for. This clear goal helps to maintain focus. Even when faced with setbacks, it serves as a compass, directing the individual's actions and ensuring that they remain aligned with their true desires. How to develop persistence? Persistence is not an inherent trait that some individuals are born with and others are not. Rather, it is a quality that can be cultivated and developed over time. There are several strategies and practices that can help individuals build persistence and make it a part of their character. 1. Set clear, achievable goals. The first step in developing persistence is to set clear, achievable goals. A goal should be specific, measurable, and challenging, but still attainable. When a goal is clear, it becomes easier to stay committed to it. Individuals are less likely to give up when they know exactly what they are working toward and when they can track their progress. Setting small, incremental goals that build toward the larger goal can help create a sense of accomplishment along the way, which fuels further persistence. 2. Create a plan and stick to it. A clear plan provides structure and direction, making it easier to stay focused on the goal. Hill advocates for having a step-by-step plan that outlines what needs to be done to achieve the goal. This plan should be flexible enough to adjust to changing circumstances, but it should serve as a roadmap for success. Sticking to the plan, even when progress seems slow or when obstacles arise, is a crucial aspect of persistence. 3. Visualize success. Visualization is a powerful tool for reinforcing persistence. When individuals visualize their success, they create a mental image of the outcome they desire, and this image serves as motivation to continue working toward that outcome. Visualization helps to strengthen desire, build belief, and reinforce the commitment to achieving the goal. The more vividly an individual can see themselves succeeding, the more motivated they will be to persist through challenges or embrace failure as part of the process. One of the biggest reasons people give up is because they view failure as an endpoint. However, Hill teaches that failure is a natural and necessary part of success. Every successful person has experienced failure at some point. Rather than seeing failure as a reason to quit, individuals must learn to embrace it as an opportunity for growth. When failure is viewed as a lesson and a stepping stone towards success, it becomes much easier to persist. Surround yourself with positive influences. Persistence can be reinforced by the company we keep. Surrounding oneself with positive, supportive individuals who encourage persistence is essential. Hill advocates for joining a mastermind group, a collective of like-minded individuals who can offer advice, feedback, and emotional support. The encouragement of others can help strengthen resolve and provide the necessary motivation to keep going, especially during difficult times. 6. Stay focused and avoid distractions. In a world full of distractions, staying focused on the goal is essential for maintaining persistence. Individuals must develop the discipline to avoid distractions that can derail their progress. This requires eliminating time wasters, saying no to non-essential tasks, and staying committed to the goal. The more focused an individual is, the more likely they are to persist and ultimately achieve success. 7. Develop emotional resilience. Emotional resilience. The ability to handle stress, disappointment, and setbacks is a key factor in persistence. Hill emphasizes the importance of developing mental and emotional fortitude in the face of adversity. By building resilience, individuals can endure challenges without losing momentum or confidence in their ability to succeed. Persistence in the face of adversity. One of the true tests of persistence is the ability to keep going when things seem impossible. Everyone encounters obstacles at some point, and it is in these moments that persistence is most important. Hill teaches that the ability to persevere during times of hardship is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who fall short. Whether it's financial struggles, personal challenges, or external criticism, the persistent individual is able to keep moving forward, learning from setbacks and adapting as necessary. The key to persistence during adversity is maintaining a clear vision of the desired outcome and remaining committed to it, no matter the circumstances. Hill reminds us that success does not come without struggle. The more challenging the journey, the greater the sense of fulfillment when the goal is ultimately achieved. Persistence. then, is not only about achieving success, but about building character and resilience along the way. Conclusion of Part 5, persistence is the key to success. In summary, persistence is one of the most powerful forces in the pursuit of success. It is the quality that enables individuals to continue striving toward their goals despite the inevitable challenges, setbacks, and failures they encounter along the way. By cultivating persistence through clear goals, a strong desire, a structured plan, and a positive support system, individuals can overcome obstacles and achieve their definite major purpose. Persistence is the true test of commitment and determination, and it is the one quality that can guarantee success in any endeavor. As we continue exploring Hill's principles, the next section will focus on how belief in oneself and in the goal plays a crucial role in sustaining persistence and achieving success. Part 6, the Mastermind Principle. The Mastermind Principle, as outlined by Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich, is one of the most profound and impactful concepts in his philosophy. Hill asserts that no individual can achieve great success alone. Even the most talented, intelligent, and determined people need others to support, guide, and challenge them along the way. The Mastermind Principle is the idea that the combined efforts, knowledge, and energy of a group of like-minded individuals working together toward a common goal can achieve far greater results than any individual could on their own. Hill describes the Mastermind Group as a friendly alliance that fosters mutual support and encourages each member to grow, learn, and achieve their personal and collective objectives. In this section, we will explore the importance of the Mastermind Principle, how it works, and how you can apply it to your own pursuit of success. The concept of the Mastermind Group. A mastermind group is not just a collection of people who gather for a meeting or discussion. It is a cohesive and collaborative partnership where each member brings their unique talents, knowledge, and resources to the table. The key to a successful mastermind group is its mutual cooperation, where each participant is genuinely committed to the success of the others. Hill emphasizes that the power of the mastermind comes from the synergy that emerges when people with different perspectives, skills, and experiences work together. This synergy creates an energy that goes beyond what any one individual could achieve alone. It is the collective intelligence and emotional support of the group that propels each member toward greater success. Hill famously states that no two minds ever come together without thereby creating a third, invisible, intangible force, which may be likened to a third mind. This third mind refers to the collective energy, ideas, and insights that emerge from the collaboration of multiple individuals. It is an intangible force that can inspire creativity, provide solutions to problems, and drive innovation. Hill explains that when people come together with a shared goal, their combined efforts create a powerful dynamic that elevates their individual capacities and accelerates their progress. The benefits of a mastermind group. The Mastermind Principle offers several key benefits that contribute to success. These include 1. Access to diverse knowledge and perspectives. One of the primary benefits of being part of a mastermind group is the opportunity to access a diverse range of knowledge, skills, and perspectives. Each member of the group brings unique expertise and experience, which can provide valuable insights and solutions to challenges that may arise. For example, if you're an entrepreneur working on launching a new product, you may have an idea for marketing but lack the technical knowledge to execute it. A member of your mastermind group who specializes in marketing or technology can offer guidance that improves your approach and increases your chances of success. 2. Emotional and psychological support. The journey to success is often filled with uncertainty, setbacks, and moments of self-doubt. Having the support of a mastermind group provides emotional and psychological reinforcement during difficult times. Members of the group encourage one another, offer advice, and help each other stay focused on their goals. This support system fosters resilience and determination, ensuring that members do not give up when faced with obstacles. 3. Accountability. One of the greatest motivators in a mastermind group is accountability. When you share your goals with a group of individuals who are invested in your success, you are more likely to follow through on your commitments. The group acts as a mirror, reflecting your progress and holding you accountable for your actions. Knowing that others are relying on your success and that you are part of a team that wants to see you succeed is a powerful motivator to take consistent, deliberate action. Or access to opportunities. A mastermind group often opens the door to new opportunities. As group members share their experiences and networks, you are introduced to contacts, clients, collaborators, and resources that can help you achieve your goals. This access to new opportunities can significantly expand your reach and accelerate your progress towards success. 5. Inspiration and motivation. The energy and enthusiasm of a mastermind group can be highly contagious. When you see the progress and achievements of your fellow members, it inspires you to push yourself further. Success is no longer just an individual pursuit, it becomes a collective goal. The motivation of others propels you forward and encourages you to maintain your own momentum. 6. Increase creativity and innovation. Hill believes that when minds come together in collaboration, creativity is sparked. The diverse viewpoints and experiences of a mastermind group create an environment where new ideas and solutions can flourish. By bouncing ideas off each other and working together to solve problems, you can achieve higher levels of innovation and creativity than if you were working alone. How the mastermind group helps overcome limitations. One of the greatest advantages of a mastermind group is its ability to help individuals overcome their personal limitations. As human beings, we are often constrained by our own fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs. Hill suggests that when we work with others, the collective strength of the group can help break through these limitations. 1. Overcoming self-doubt. Many individuals struggle with self-doubt, which can prevent them from taking action or fully pursuing their goals. Being part of a mastermind group provides emotional support and validation, which can help individuals overcome their fears and beliefs that they are incapable of success. The encouragement from the group helps build confidence and reinforces the belief that they can achieve their goals. 2. Providing new ideas and solutions. Sometimes, individuals get stuck in their own thinking patterns. Unable to see new possibilities or solutions, a mastermind group provides a fresh perspective, allowing individuals to break free from mental blocks and think creatively. The diversity of thought in a mastermind group can help people overcome obstacles and discover new ways to approach challenges. 3. Pushing beyond comfort zones. Success often requires stepping out of one's comfort zone and taking risks. A mastermind group serves as a safe space where members can challenge one another to stretch beyond their current limits. The group encourages each member to take calculated risks, try new things, and push past their self-imposed boundaries. With the support and accountability of the group, individuals are more likely to take the actions necessary for growth and success. How to form a mastermind group. The process of forming a successful mastermind group requires intentionality, thoughtfulness, and a commitment to mutual growth. Hill provides several guidelines for creating and maintaining a powerful mastermind group. 1. Select like-minded individuals. A successful mastermind group is composed of individuals who share similar goals, values, and a commitment to success. The group should consist of people who are driven, motivated, and eager to help each other grow. It is essential that the group members have a common vision and that they respect and trust one another. 2. Establish clear guidelines and objectives. For a mastermind group to be effective, it is important to establish clear guidelines and objectives. This includes setting expectations for participation, frequency of meetings, and the roles each member will play. Having a structured format ensures that the group remains focused and productive. Hill suggests having regular meetings, whether in person or virtually, where each member shares their progress, challenges, and goals. 3. Encourage open communication and collaboration. A mastermind group thrives on open, honest communication. Members should feel comfortable sharing their successes, failures, and ideas without fear of judgment. Collaboration is key to the Mastermind Principle. Members must be willing to offer advice, support, and constructive feedback. This collaborative spirit fosters an environment of growth and creativity. 4. Commit to helping others. A mastermind group is not just about what you can gain from others, but what you can contribute as well. Every member of the group should be committed to helping others achieve their goals. This commitment to mutual success strengthens the bonds within the group and ensures that everyone benefits from the collective energy and resources. 5. Regularly review and adjust goals. A mastermind group is not a static entity. It evolves over time. Members should regularly review their goals and progress, making adjustments as necessary. This continuous feedback loop ensures that the group stays aligned with its collective purpose and that each member remains on track to achieve their goals. The impact of the Mastermind Principle on long-term success. The Mastermind Principle has a profound impact on long-term success. Hill argues that no individual can achieve great success in isolation. Even the most talented, driven, and successful people need support, guidance, and collaboration. The Mastermind Group provides this support, offering both practical and emotional resources that empower individuals to overcome challenges, persist through difficulties, and achieve their definite major purpose. The Mastermind Principle also accelerates growth. By surrounding yourself with individuals who challenge and inspire you, you increase the speed at which you learn and grow. Success becomes less of an individual effort and more of a collective pursuit. The group's synergy propels each member forward, helping them achieve their goals faster than they could on their own. Moreover, the influence of a mastermind group extends beyond individual success. Hill teaches that the power of a group working together toward a shared vision can have a far-reaching impact. The combined efforts of a group can create a ripple effect that inspires others, changes industries, and transforms lives. The Mastermind Principle, therefore, is not only about personal success, but about contributing to a larger, collective success that benefits everyone involved. Conclusion of Part 6, Mastering the Mastermind Principle. In summary, the Mastermind Principle is an essential component of success. By working with like-minded individuals in a cooperative, collaborative environment, individuals can achieve far more than they could on their own. The Mastermind Group provides knowledge, emotional support, accountability, and new opportunities, all of which contribute to the collective success of its members. Napoleon Hill's Mastermind Principle emphasizes that success is not a solitary journey, but a collective effort. By forming and participating in a mastermind group, individuals can leverage the power of collaboration to achieve their goals faster, overcome obstacles, and reach greater heights of success. The next section will examine the role of belief in creating success and sustaining the persistence needed to achieve one's definite major purpose. Part 7, Overcoming Procrastination and Taking Immediate Action. Procrastination is a universal challenge. Almost every individual, at some point in their lives, struggles with the tendency to delay or put off tasks that need to be done. While procrastination is often regarded as a simple lack of discipline or laziness, Napoleon Hill views it as a more profound issue that prevents individuals from reaching their full potential. In Think and Grow Rich, Hill emphasizes that the difference between those who achieve greatness and those who remain stagnant is often the ability to take immediate, decisive action. Procrastination, in this context, is not merely a time-wasting habit, but a barrier to success that must be overcome in order to achieve one's goals. In this section, we will explore the causes of procrastination, its consequences, and, most importantly, the strategies for overcoming it to take swift and effective action towards success. The nature of procrastination. Procrastination is a complex behavior that can arise from various emotional, psychological, and environmental factors. At its core, procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing actions that need to be completed, often in favor of less important or more pleasurable tasks. People procrastinate for many reasons, including fear, perfectionism, a lack of motivation, or feeling overwhelmed by the task at hand. While the reasons for procrastination may vary, Hill asserts that it is ultimately a matter of indecision. The inability to take action stems from a failure to make a firm, committed decision to move forward. Hill connects procrastination directly to the fear of failure and the fear of making mistakes. People often procrastinate because they fear the unknown or are afraid they will not succeed. This fear leads to hesitation, which in turn results in delay. The longer an individual hesitates, the more difficult it becomes to start. This pattern of delay can create a vicious cycle. The more one procrastinates, the more one feels incapable of taking action. Over time, procrastination leads to frustration, anxiety, and the failure to achieve important goals. Procrastination also arises from a lack of clear focus or direction. When individuals are uncertain about what they want to achieve or lack a specific goal, they often struggle to find the motivation to take action. Without a definite major purpose (DMP) to guide their decisions, individuals may feel lost or aimless, leading to indecision and delay. A lack of purpose weakens the resolve necessary to take immediate action. The consequences of procrastination. While procrastination may seem like a harmless habit or a momentary delay, its consequences can be far-reaching. Hill argues that procrastination is one of the greatest obstacles to achieving success because it robs individuals of time, energy, and opportunities. One lost opportunities. Every moment spent procrastinating is a moment that could have been used to move closer to achieving a goal. The longer an individual delays taking action, the more opportunities pass by. These opportunities may never come again. Hill explains that the most successful people are those who recognize and seize opportunities as soon as they arise. Delaying action not only prevents progress, but also increases the likelihood of missing out on life-changing opportunities. 2. Increased anxiety and stress. The act of procrastination often causes unnecessary stress. As deadlines loom and tasks pile up, the pressure to complete them builds, leading to feelings of anxiety, guilt, and overwhelm. These emotions can impair decision-making and diminish the quality of work. The longer procrastination is allowed to persist, the greater the emotional toll it takes on the individual. 3. Missed potential. Procrastination ultimately stunts personal growth and achievement. When an individual consistently delays taking action, they limit their ability to reach their potential. Hill argues that people who procrastinate are unable to fully realize their capabilities because they allow fear, doubt, and indecision to control their actions. Missed opportunities for growth, learning, and achievement compound over time, leading to a life of unrealized potential. 4. Erosion of confidence. One of the most insidious consequences of procrastination is its effect on self-confidence. When an individual repeatedly delays taking action, they begin to lose trust in their own abilities. The longer tasks go uncompleted, the more the person doubts their capability to succeed. This erosion of self-confidence creates a cycle in which procrastination feeds into a lack of belief in oneself, making it even more difficult to take action in the future. The psychology behind procrastination. Understanding the psychological roots of procrastination is essential for overcoming it. Hill identifies several key factors that contribute to procrastination, including fear, self-doubt, and a lack of clarity. 1. Fear of failure. The fear of failure is one of the most common psychological barriers to taking action. People often procrastinate because they are afraid of making mistakes or not achieving their desired outcome. This fear creates a sense of paralysis, preventing the individual from starting or moving forward. Hill emphasizes that failure is not something to be avoided, but embraced as part of the journey to success. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Without the willingness to fail, there can be no success. 2. Perfectionism. Another psychological factor that leads to procrastination is perfectionism. Perfectionists often delay taking action because they fear that their efforts will not meet their own high standards. They believe that every task must be done flawlessly, which can create significant pressure and hinder progress. Hill advises that perfection is an illusion, and the pursuit of perfection can lead to inaction. Instead, he advocates for doing the best you can with the resources available and learning from each experience. 3. Lack of clarity. Procrastination is also a result of a lack of clarity or direction. When individuals are unsure of what they want to achieve or do not have a clear plan, it becomes difficult to take decisive action. Hill suggests that having a well-defined goal, a definite major purpose, is essential for overcoming procrastination. When an individual has a clear purpose and a specific plan of action, it becomes easier to take the first step and continue moving forward. 4. Emotional regulation. Procrastination is often linked to poor emotional regulation. Individuals who struggle with procrastination may be unable to manage their emotions effectively, particularly when faced with tasks that are unpleasant, overwhelming, or anxiety-inducing. Hill argues that successful people are those who develop emotional resilience, which allows them to push through discomfort and take action. Even when they do not feel like it, developing emotional resilience and self-discipline is essential for overcoming procrastination. Strategies for overcoming procrastination. 1. Make a firm decision to act. The first step in overcoming procrastination is to make a firm, resolute decision to take action. Hill emphasizes the importance of decisiveness in achieving success. Once a decision is made, there is no room for hesitation or doubt. The act of committing to action creates momentum and sets the individual on the path towards success. The longer you wait to make a decision, the more difficult it becomes to take the first step. To break the cycle of procrastination, Hill advises that individuals must make the decision to act immediately. This decision does not have to be perfect. It simply needs to be made. Once the decision is made, the next step is to take action. Even if it is just a small step, action breeds momentum, and momentum helps to overcome procrastination. 2. Break tasks into smaller, manageable steps. A common reason people procrastinate is because they feel overwhelmed by the size of a task. Large, complex tasks can feel intimidating, and the thought of completing them can lead to hesitation. Hill recommends breaking tasks down into smaller, more manageable steps. By focusing on one small task at a time, the process becomes less daunting and more achievable. This approach also helps to create a sense of progress, which builds momentum and encourages further action. For example, if you are writing a book, rather than thinking about the enormity of the project, focus on writing one chapter or even one page at a time. Completing small tasks creates a sense of accomplishment and provides the motivation to continue. 3. Use the 2-minute rule. One of the most effective strategies for overcoming procrastination is the 2-minute rule, which suggests that if a task can be completed in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. This rule helps to eliminate small minutes that tend to pile up and create mental clutter. By tackling small tasks immediately, you prevent them from becoming overwhelming and reduce the overall feeling of being swamped by responsibilities. Or set specific, timed goals. Setting specific goals with time constraints is another powerful way to overcome procrastination. Hill suggests setting deadlines for tasks and making a commitment to meet them. A timed goal creates a sense of urgency, which can push you to take action more quickly. The pressure of a deadline can motivate you to stay focused and avoid distractions, helping you to overcome the inertia that often accompanies procrastination. Whether it's setting a deadline to complete a project, writing a certain number of words per day, or scheduling time for a specific task, time-bound goals help to keep you on track and focused on taking immediate action. 5. Eliminate distractions. Procrastination is often fueled by distractions. In the modern world, distractions are ubiquitous, from social media and phone notifications to emails and television. Hill emphasizes the importance of creating a focused environment free from distractions. By eliminating external distractions, you create a mental space where action can take place without interference. This may involve turning off notifications, setting aside dedicated time for focused work, or creating a physical space where you can concentrate. The more you can eliminate distractions, the easier it becomes to focus and take action. 6. Develop a routine and stick to it. Establishing a daily routine helps to build consistency and discipline. Hill teaches that successful people are those who have developed positive habits that support their goals. A structured routine provides the mental clarity and discipline needed to avoid procrastination. When certain tasks are incorporated into a daily routine, they become automatic, reducing the mental energy required to start and finish them. Whether it's dedicating time each day to work on a specific project, exercising at a set time, or reading for personal development, routines create a sense of structure and help to overcome procrastination by making the process of taking action a regular part of your day. Conclusion of Part 7, Taking Immediate Action. In conclusion, overcoming procrastination is one of the most important steps on the path to success. By understanding the psychological roots of procrastination and implementing strategies to combat it, individuals can take immediate, decisive action toward achieving their goals. The key to overcoming procrastination lies in making a firm decision to act, breaking tasks into manageable steps, setting specific goals, eliminating distractions, and developing a consistent routine. Hill's emphasis on immediate action aligns with the broader principle that success is built on momentum. By taking action today, even in small ways, individuals can create the momentum needed to overcome procrastination and move closer to achieving their definite major purpose. Part 8, The Power of Belief in Achieving Success. Belief is a powerful force that shapes the way individuals perceive themselves, their circumstances, and their potential for success. Napoleon Hill emphasizes the importance of belief in his philosophy, asserting that success is not just about hard work, intelligence, or talent. It is also about having unwavering belief in one's abilities and goals. Hill famously states, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." This statement encapsulates the profound connection between belief and success. In this part, we will explore the nature of belief, its impact on success, how belief interacts with other success principles, and practical strategies for strengthening belief to achieve one's definite major purpose. The nature of belief. Belief is more than a mere thought or assumption. It is a deep internal conviction that something is possible or achievable. At its core, belief is about trust in oneself, trust in the process, and trust in the outcomes. Belief shapes our perceptions and influences the actions we take. If an individual believes that success is attainable, they are more likely to take the necessary steps to achieve it. Conversely, if they believe that failure is inevitable, they may not even attempt to reach their goals. Hill explains that belief is not just a passive thought, but an active force that drives behavior. When you truly believe in something, your actions align with that belief. For example, a person who believes in their ability to succeed in business will take risks, put in the work, and persist through challenges. This belief propels them forward, even when the path is difficult. On the other hand, a person who doubts their ability to succeed may hesitate, procrastinate, or give up at the first sign of difficulty. The power of belief is rooted in its ability to shape reality. Hill teaches that the mind is a powerful tool, and what you believe can have a profound impact on your outcomes. This is not just about positive thinking or wishful optimism. It is about truly internalizing the belief that your goals are achievable, which in turn influences the decisions you make and the actions you take. The role of belief in the law of attraction. The law of attraction, a concept popularized by Hill and other motivational thinkers, asserts that what we think about and focus on is drawn into our lives according to this principle. If we consistently focus on positive thoughts, we will attract positive outcomes. Hill emphasizes that belief is a central element in the law of attraction. Without strong belief in oneself and in the possibility of success, it becomes difficult to manifest desired outcomes. Belief acts as the catalyst for the law of attraction. For example, if you believe that you will find success in a business venture, you will attract opportunities, people, and resources that align with that belief. Your actions, decisions, and interactions will be guided by the confidence that success is inevitable. On the other hand, if you do not believe in your ability to succeed, your energy and actions will be aligned with doubt and fear, which can limit your potential and opportunities. Hill suggests that belief acts like a magnet, attracting circumstances that are consistent with your expectations. If you expect success, your thoughts and actions will lead you towards success. If you expect failure, your thoughts and actions will create situations that reinforce that expectation. This is why Hill stresses the importance of cultivating strong, positive beliefs about oneself and one's goals. Belief and the power of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind plays a crucial role in shaping our beliefs and influencing our outcomes. Hill teaches that the subconscious mind is highly suggestible and can be programmed through repeated thoughts, beliefs, and affirmations. When individuals have strong beliefs in their abilities and goals, these beliefs become ingrained in the subconscious, where they begin to influence behavior on a deeper, more automatic level. The subconscious mind is responsible for our habits, emotional responses, and the way we react to situations. If a person believes in their ability to succeed, their subconscious mind will guide them toward actions that support that belief. On the other hand, if someone believes that success is out of reach, their subconscious mind will create mental and emotional obstacles that reinforce that belief. Hill emphasizes that individuals can intentionally program their subconscious minds by consistently reinforcing positive beliefs and visualizing their goals. By doing so, they can shift their mindset from one of self-doubt to one of self-assurance. This shift in mindset is essential for creating the momentum and confidence necessary to take decisive action towards success. The interaction between belief and desire. Belief and desire are intricately linked in Hill's philosophy. Desire, the burning passion for achieving a goal, must be backed by belief in its attainability. Without belief, desire is nothing more than a wish, a fleeting thought that lacks the power to drive action. On the other hand, belief without desire can lead to stagnation, as it lacks the emotional energy and drive needed to propel individuals forward. Hill suggests that when a person has a clear, burning desire to achieve a goal, and that desire is coupled with a deep belief in their ability to achieve it, they create a powerful force that drives them towards success. The belief reinforces the desire, and the desire fuels the belief, creating a positive feedback loop that propels the individual toward their definite major purpose. In Hill's words, when desire and belief are in harmony, they form the foundation for a powerful force that can overcome any obstacle and achieve any goal. This alignment of belief and desire is crucial for sustaining long-term motivation, overcoming setbacks, and staying focused on the goal. Strengthening belief strategies for success. Belief is not something that is fixed or static. It can be developed, nurtured, and strengthened over time. Hill outlines several strategies for cultivating a strong belief system that supports success. These strategies involve consciously directing your thoughts and emotions toward positivity, overcoming limiting beliefs, and reinforcing belief through action. 1. Affirmations and self-talk. One of the most powerful tools for strengthening belief is the use of positive affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly in order to reinforce a belief. For example, if you are working toward a business goal, you might repeat the affirmation, "I am a successful entrepreneur, and I am capable of achieving my goals." By regularly affirming your belief in yourself, you begin to reprogram your subconscious mind to align with that belief. Hill advises that affirmations be written down and read aloud with conviction. The act of speaking the affirmation aloud reinforces the belief, and when repeated consistently, it becomes ingrained in the subconscious mind. Over time, this practice helps to build unwavering self-belief. 2. Visualization. Visualization is another powerful tool for strengthening belief. By visualizing yourself achieving your goals, you create a mental image of success that reinforces your belief in its possibility. Hill encourages individuals to take time each day to visualize themselves living their ideal life, experiencing the success they desire, and feeling the emotions associated with their achievements. Visualization helps to create a sense of certainty and expectation, which in turn strengthens belief. When you visualize success, you are programming your subconscious mind to expect it, which increases your chances of taking the necessary actions to make it a reality. The more vividly you can imagine your success, the more real and attainable it becomes in your mind. 3. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people you associate with can have a profound impact on your beliefs. Hill emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself with individuals who are supportive, positive, and share similar goals and values. A mastermind group, for example, provides a powerful support network that can reinforce your belief in your abilities and help you stay focused on your goals. Negative influences. on the other hand, can erode belief and create doubt. Hill advises avoiding individuals who are critical, skeptical, or unsupportive of your goals by surrounding yourself with like-minded, successful individuals. You create an environment that fosters belief, inspiration, and motivation. Or, take decisive action. Taking action is one of the most effective ways to strengthen belief, as Hill teaches. Belief is not just a passive thought, it must be actively reinforced through action. When you take decisive, consistent action toward your goals, you demonstrate to yourself that success is possible. Each step forward, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. Action also creates momentum, which helps to build confidence and strengthen belief. The more you act, the more evidence you accumulate that your goals are attainable. This evidence fuels your belief, creating a positive feedback loop that propels you forward. 5. Overcome limiting beliefs. Many people struggle with limiting beliefs that prevent them from fully believing in their potential. These beliefs may stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or negative self-talk. To strengthen belief, it is essential to identify and overcome these limiting beliefs. Hill recommends questioning the validity of these beliefs and replacing them with empowering thoughts. For example, if you have a belief that you are not capable of succeeding in a particular area, challenge that belief by asking yourself, what evidence do I have to support this belief? Often, limiting beliefs are based on assumptions or past failures that are no longer relevant. By reframing these beliefs and replacing them with positive, empowering thoughts, you can begin to cultivate a strong belief in your abilities. The impact of belief, belief on long-term success. The role of belief in long-term success cannot be overstated. Hill argues that belief is the foundation upon which all other success principles are built. When you believe in yourself and your ability to achieve your goals, you are more likely to take action, persist through challenges, and remain focused on your definite major purpose. Belief is the mental and emotional fuel that propels you forward, helping you overcome obstacles and stay on track to achieve your goals. Without belief, success becomes elusive. Even the most talented individuals can struggle to achieve their goals if they do not have the confidence and conviction to pursue them. Belief is the key that unlocks the door to success. When you truly believe that your goals are attainable, you are more likely to take consistent, focused action toward their achievement. In conclusion, belief is not just a mindset, it is a powerful force that shapes our reality. It influences our actions, decisions, and the way we perceive opportunities and obstacles. Napoleon Hill teaches that belief is a fundamental ingredient in the recipe for success. By strengthening belief through affirmations, visualization, positive influences, and decisive action, individuals can cultivate the confidence and conviction needed to achieve their definite major purpose. The next section will delve into how maintaining belief, persistence, and consistency creates a foundation for lifelong success. Now that you know the secret to overcoming procrastination and taking immediate action, it's time to put it into practice. Don't wait. Start today. Let us know in the comments what your first action step will be. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs this boost. Don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing tips and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on the next big breakthrough. You've got this, and your success starts now.